Hello and welcome to Next Stop News. This is a branch of the Smartquest devoted to covering topics which occur within the transit community and bringing them to my fan base's attention as well as the overall transit community. So the second gens between September and now were quickly snuffed out without the presence of the presumed XDE40 replacements, expected to arrive at East New York and Fresh Pond. East New York retired all their second gens that weren't canned in the weeks before on October 17, 2020, using XD40s and extra next gens to achieve this task. East New York is now like Manhattanville Orion-wise, with only second gen pluses and next gens. 3800s were transferred from Michael J. Quill Depot to JFK Depot in early October to begin the replacement operation there. This would end up dissolving the diverse presence of second gens at MTA Bus from October 7th to now. JFK currently has 3802, 3804, 3806 to 3807, 3811 to 3816, 3819 to 3822, 3826 to 3827, and 3860, 19 rough top next gens. Fresh Pond also received various XD40s to help kick off their old gens. Fresh Pond currently wields 12 second gens and JFK retains 9 second gens, 21 in total. The high-powered rubber ducks are soon coming to an end, and the rugged, battle-torn MTA bus old gens as well. These depots will never be the same once they're all gone. Rest in peace second gens. Let's leave some F's in the comments section. I am getting used to 39 and 4500s on the B25 and 3800s on the Q60. The second gens have become the new RTSs for the rugged MTA bus, just not nearly as long lasting. Never thought I'd be saying that. East New York and Fresh Pond are swamped with 7100s from Ulmer Park, as well as second gen pluses, believe it or not, 6813 being the first to operate in service on the Q58, and 6790, 6792, 6825, 6831, and 6838 as well. The only other time Fresh Pond almost put second gen pluses in service was when they had 6839 and 40 in the summer. The process started with 65, 56, 59, 72, and 75 being scrapped on October 1st, although second gens in Brooklyn have been retiring since mid-2019. Hilton Garage, the depot which operates the 39 and 70 out of Newark, ended their Neoplan era by transferring 9536 to Fairview Garage, along with 9510 which came from Big Tree. Fairview Garage is now the last Neoplan stronghold in the tri-state area, holding 42 Neoplans at its garage. Hilton got rid of all of theirs except for a few in storage by September, and Big Tree, which ran 17 units on the Route 13 from September 3rd to September 19th, which was presumably their last day in service, has now completed their order of XD60s 20825 to 20844 and others as of October 15th. If you want to catch Neoplans, you better hurry, as XD60s up to 20877 have been built as of October 3rd, and out of the 42 Neoplans left in service out of the original 82, only 42 XD60s are needed to replace them. None of these Neoplans will be preserved since they have more than enough XD60s for fleet expansion. Catch them on the 156, 158, and 159, and on rare occasions the 128 and 321 at or around Port Authority Bus Terminal before they're all gone, which I predict will come true by the end of this year, if not then by late January or February. Once they are all retired, the high-floor Arctic era will officially come to an end once and for all for the tri-state area, leaving the New Jersey Transit Nobbies and Beeline Orion 5s as the only in-service high-floor non-express buses that interact with New York City and come within its borders. Some of the Meadowlands XD60s already run on the Port Authority Bus Terminal routes, such as select 20800s and 20845 to 20849 as of mid-October, and the range of 20850s to 20870s are preparing to arrive at Fairview as we speak. In fact, 20850 to 52 have already been spotted at Fairview as of October 27th. I'm safely fanning all of this in Manhattan since New Jersey is a major hotspot at the moment. LFS HEV 0022 got to test on more routes like the BX3 and BX7, but apparently it likes running on the M100 a lot. Who knows if it will be transferred to another depot after the 30-day test is finished. Also, XDE 409510 has been built and is currently at the JFK vendor with 9560. This is just like the 1016 and 1076 situation. The reason being that 9510 to 9559 will feature the Allison transmission, whereas 9560 to 9619 will feature Bay hybrid drive. They will have sliding doors and will feature no white stripe like their XDE 40 predecessors. The front MTA logo is in the same place, but now instead of just saying Clean Air Hybrid Electric Bus on the top and back, it says Hybrid Bus in the front and Hybrid Bus / Clean Energy Bus on the top, sides, and back, just like LFS 0022. They will have 4-1 Gemini seats like 0022 and 1073, new spec changes since they had 3 successful years of experimentation for them with 9500 to 9509, which by the way was also an Allison Bay split, version 2 via Nova screens. They also look sleeker and cooler than the 2018 models. It is clear that the early retirement of the second gens is highly influenced by the arrival of these buses. The 2 units have not been assigned to any depots yet. I hope they go to Manhattanville, Quill, or Grand Avenue personally. If Grand's plan is to obtain more XDEs, this is huge as it is another sign that we are treading deeper into the new hybrid era. Beeline has already entered it, and it's way past time for us to enter it too. I believe Prevost 0023 finished his 30-day test at Eastchester. If this is the case, that means that Volvo Group can now begin to manufacture the base order, which will eradicate the flip dots and mini CLs once and for all. Les Farms recently lost 3 of their 6 remaining XD40s, losing 7697 and 7736 to 7737 on October 23rd. They were transferred to Brooklyn to help make up for the gaps for the retired old gens, and as compensation, Jackie Gleason gave them 3 C40LFs. They retain only 7698, 7734, and 7735 now. F for the 18 XD40s that once reigned in the Bronx. Meanwhile, Gun Hill is sporting a small LFSA local fleet just like Kingsbridge. While Kingsbridge has 5439, 41, 42, 5542, 74, and 76 through 78, Gun Hill has recently converted 5569 to 70 and 72 to the local scheme, the first 2019 LFSAs ever to bear it, whereas 5439 and 5441 were 2016 LFSAs. They also have the weirdo 5477, which has a full blue front but still has the select bus size. They commonly run on the BX12 select bus service, so they are easy to be caught, but can also be found on other local routes as well. With the winter now imminent, I wonder if snowstorms will make for some cool loans again, hopefully on the BX19. I really want to fan Orion 7s and XN40s on that route. I'm just hoping that COVID doesn't get worse here again in the city. Since the R179s began to get their legs back under them as of September 23rd, they were slowly re-implemented onto the A line as of October 3rd, and then a couple were reintroduced onto the C line as of Wednesday, October 14th, taking some of the burden off of the 45-year-old workhorse R46s. Honestly, it is a refresher to have them back on there, as the Turbo C was cool. I mean, I never think I'd see the C on full R46 mode, especially after a ban around 2019, but still, it got kinda dull after a while. Plus, a new tech train has not graced the C since late June. This is also good news since it means the F can get its extra R160s back. Of course, this caused the R32 to inevitably retire as of October 8th, being sent to storage away from East New York, as the replacing R179s were in close to full swing as possible on the J&Z. They had a good run though, July 1st to October 8th. The 60-foot SME era has officially come to an end, and Nassau is fully served now by new tech trains. For the third time, at least until the next time these lemons break down. Currently, 9 out of the 13 10-car sets are in service on the A, leaving 6 R160s on the A, while the rest of the fleet is R46s and the daily R68 or 68A, and 3 8-car sets are on the C. I believe 8 or more are on the J and Z. Also, you had extraordinary GOs like the N to Brighton and the R62A4, as well as shuttle buses near Atlantic Avenue due to switch replacement there. Lexington was pretty cool this month. With R46s and R68s and the now special R160s on the N&Q, it made for impressive photo opportunities. 6718 is outside my house. My favorite sight was the Bolo brothers side by side. Also, you have the E to Jamaica Van Wyck, which went to Delancey a couple times as well. That is such an inconvenience for so many people, but hopefully it'll be over soon and the switches will be stronger than ever before. Side note, the R160B Siemens on the A, E, and F are so awesome. The TSA has put some restrictions on some forms of fanning. Don't let it affect your fun though, just comply with guidelines which will be enacted by December and don't act sus. For me, I just fanned railroads before the ban was implemented, but I'm mostly a bus fanner nowadays anyway. COVID cases are rapidly rising across the U.S., with almost all states reporting surges as the second and third waves overwhelm hospitals. This wave is higher than the 2 waves before it, and that is definitely not a good sign as we have many more cold weeks of winter to go. Be safe out there and do all in your power not to contract this deadly pathogen. Especially like Bronx buses, because Bronx buses are absolutely terrible when it comes to trying to social distance. I saw 64 riders on 5569. I was like, that is insane. Also, since daylight savings has come to an end with the onslaught of these waves, things are looking incredibly strange this fall and winter. With that said, hope you enjoyed the update. Please continue to anticipate the reviews, but in the meantime, follow my Instagram account, Techno7843. Please subscribe, stay blessed, stay safe, and stay healthy as well.